What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Since I, of course, talk about my favorite January movies of the 2010s and 2000s, today I'm going to do my 10 favorite January movies of the 90s. Because the 90s seemed like they had some pretty interesting films that got released around January. Alright. So with that being said, here's my list. Alright. Coming in at number 10, I'm going to go with She's All That. Now, She's All That got released on January 29th, 1999, and it starred Freddie Prinze Jr. as this high school hotshot named Zach Stiller, whose popularity ends up declining sharply when his cheerleader girlfriend named Taylor ends up leaving him for this reality television star named Brock Hudson, who's played wonderfully by Matthew Lillard. But Stiller also ends up. But to get his popularity back, he ends up trying to gain the trust of this nerdy outcast named Lainey Boggs, played by Rachel Lee Cook. And he ends up trying to get her to be the next prom queen. And she's nerdy, but he's trying to make her look very attractive and all. Because Rachel Lee Cook is always attractive. Come on. But She's All That is. It's probably one of the most messed up movies there is, but it is actually really funny. It's really cute, charming. Freddie Prinze Jr. at the hype of his career. He doesn't do any more movies. But Freddie Prinze Jr. was great in this. Matthew Lillard was great. You also had Kieran Culkin. You had Usher. Lil Kim was in this. Milo Ventimiglia. Joey Lynn O'Keefe. Really funny. If you guys haven't really seen She's All That, definitely give that one a shot. Alright, coming in at number 9, I'm going to go with Tremors. Now, Tremors got released on January 19th of 1999, and it's where these lizards ends up, attacking a few people, loads of people. And, Tremors, of course, we had a couple of sequels, which weren't all that great, but, the first Tremors, starring Kevin Bacon, Reba McEntire, Micah Gross, is pretty fun to watch. Also, for a PG-13 movie, it's actually pretty blurrier than you expect. These are these, and I messed up, they're not lizards, they're these worm-like monsters who feed on human flesh. It's a messed up flick, but it works pretty well. Kevin Bacon was pretty awesome in this. You had Fred Ward was great. If you guys haven't really seen Tremors, it got released on January 19th, 1999, and it's a really fun flick to watch. It's an iconic B-movie on its own part. Alright, coming in at number 8, I'm going to go with Varsity Blues. Now, Varsity Blues got released on January 15th, 1999. And it is probably one of the best football movies there is. You got Paul Walker as the quarterback, Lance Harbor. You've got John Voight as the ruthless coach here, Bud Kilmer. You've got James Vanderbeek as the bench warmer here. You also got some other great cast members like Amy Smart, Ali Lauder, Scott Conn, Jesse Plemons. I was forgetting Jesse Plemons was in this. Ron Lester. Really great cast members. Great football scenes. The movie also has lots of serious moments on and off the field. Varsity Blues is a really terrific one. If you guys haven't really seen it yet, definitely go check that one out. Alright. Coming in at number 7, I'm going to go with Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Now, this got released on January 12th, 1996, and it is a spook movie of hood films like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. Don't Be a Menace is hilarious. You got Marlon and Shawn Wayans in this. You got Helen Martin playing the role of a pot-smoking grandma. If you want to see grandma smoke a pot, this is definitely one you should check out. This has some really funny lines. Come on. I got these cheeseburgers. Remember that line from Don't Be a Menace? Marlon Wayans, of course, plays this, he's pretty dumb here, but man, Marlon Wayans plays his dumbest character really well. And his scenes with Shawn Wayans is pretty great. You even had Bernie Mac as a cop here. What not to like about Don't Be a Menace? Alright. Coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with Higher Learner, which got released on January 11, 1995. Higher Learner is directed by was directed by the late great John Singleton, and it's his powerful portrait of a college life in the 1990s with a group of incoming freshmen at Columbia University, including this athlete named Malik Williams, played by Omar Epps, this awkward outcast named Remy, played by Micah Rappaport, and this wide-eyed girl named Kristen Connor, played by Christy Swanson, who are trying to struggle to find themselves and adjust to a newfound independence. And this has some pretty good cast members. Like, you had Tyra Banks, Regina King, Busta Rhymes, Lawrence Fishburne, and there also ends up being tensions that rise higher on campus, including gender lines, racial, and stuff like that. Oh, not to mention you had Ice Cube in this. He was pretty great. Higher Learner is fantastic. I mean, it is a movie about, like, it does focus a lot on college life in the 90s. Great performances by Rappaport, Omar Epps, who, by the way, is in this list twice, just so you know. But, Higher Learner is really fantastic. I mean, it's also one of John Singleton's, best work. Man, I miss that guy. John Singleton was the man. Boys in the Hood, Higher Learner. Who does love John Singleton? But, Higher Learner was really great. If you guys haven't really seen Higher Learner yet, definitely go check it out. Alright. Coming in at number 5, I'm going to go with Waiting for Guffman. Now, Waiting for Guffman is was directed by Christopher Guest, who Christopher Guest is awesome. I mean, let's be real with that one. And this movie ended up coming out on January 31st, 1999, which I always thought this movie got released not 1997, I should say. Kind of weird that they put a January release for this, but I mean, Waiting for Guffman is definitely one of Christopher Guest's best work. I mean, it's where Blaine, Missouri is preparing for a celebration of its 150th anniversary, and so you got this off Broadway director is putting together an amateur theater show. And you got a great cast. Like, you got Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Fred Willard, lots of people who've worked with Christopher Guest before. And, yeah, Waiting for Guffman, like, he's done other great stuff. Like, I mean, Best in Show is great. But his best has got to be Waiting for Guffman. It's really funny. It's quirky. Really amazing movie. If you guys haven't really seen Waiting for Guffman yet, definitely go check that one out. Alright, coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with The Hand That Rocked the Cradle. Now, it's where this doctor named Clara Bartel, played by Annabella Scola, ends up reporting this assault for Dr. Assault to the police, and so, like, rather than go for his crime, he ends up being doctor ends up killing himself, and so the shock of these accusations ends suicide causing the doctor's pregnant wife, Penny, played by Rebecca De Mornay. She ends up having a miscarriage, so she ends up driving with rage and pretends to pose as a nanny for the Bartel family. And Rebecca De Mornay is nuts in this. I mean, it is a pretty nutty film. You also had Julianne Moore was in this, Matt McCoy. It got released on January 10th, 1992. The year I was born, by the way. Yeah, Hand That Rocked the Cradle is, I guess you could say it has a bit of a Fair Attraction feel to it. It's a real mess up movie, though. If you guys haven't really seen it, definitely go check it out. Alright, number 3. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to go with From Dusk Till Dawn, which got released on January 19th, 1996. And it's where, it was actually one of George Clooney's earliest starring roles. And it's where him and his brother, Richard Gecko, played by Quentin Tarantino, ends up kidnapping this preacher played by Harvey Keitel and his kids, and they end up sneaking across the border, but they end up going to this strip club, and their vampires end up attacking. It is directed by the film is directed by Robert Rodriguez, and he did a great job with this. great action horror comedy. You also had young Juliette Lewis was in this. Fred Williamson. The movie also got released on January 19, 1996. You even had a cool dance sequence by Salma Hayek. I mean, come on, who remember the Salma Hayek scene? Yeah, From Dusk to Dawn is really fun. The sequels stink, but the first film is really cool. Alright, coming in at number 2, I'm going to go with Before Sunrise. Now, it's where this this young American guy named Jesse, played by Ethan Hawke, ends up meeting this student named Celine, and played by Julie Delpy, and they end up connecting with one another. And Before Sunrise is the start of a trilogy. I mean, of course, we had Before Sunset, Before Midnight. I mean, these movies, I will agree, this is one of the coolest trilogies there is. I mean, Before Sunrise is fantastic. Directed by Richard Linklater. Great chemistry by Hawke and Delpy. I mean, really great script. They pretty much spend the whole evening mainly walking through Paris and talking and all that. And that kind of will come off as boring, but it works perfectly. And yeah, I'll be down to see another one, but I don't think we're going to get another one. But still, I mean, really. And this movie actually got released on January 27, 1995. Kind of odd this movie got a January release, but anyway. Alright. My number 1 favorite January movie of the 90s goes to another film with Omar Epps in it, and that is Juice. And it stars Tupac, Omar Epps, Jermaine Hopkins, and Khalil Cain, who ends up knocking off this convenience store, and they end up killing the bar owner, and they are on the run by the cops, but although the cops don't know that they did it anymore. But yeah, this movie it was actually Tupac's first feature film, and man, Tupac was awesome in this. Omar Epps was really great. It was directed by Ernest K. Dixon, who did a pretty great job at this. Tupac was pretty solid as Bishop. I mean, one really cool villain. And the friendship, when the friendship is on scene, it's on point, but yeah, the friendship ends up getting pretty messed up throughout. But yeah, if you guys haven't really seen Juice with Tupac, Omar Epps, definitely go check it out. One of the best hood-based movies there is. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, She's All That. 9, Tremors. 8, Varsity Blues. 7, Don't Be a Menace to South Central. 6, Higher Learner. 5, Waiting for Government. 4, The Hand That Rocked the Cradle. 3, From Dusk to Dawn. 2, Before Sunrise. And 1, Juice. Now there's some others I could have added. Leprechaun got released in January. White Fang. Texas Chainsaw 3. Sniper. Demon Knight. Remember Biodome. Another Tupac movie, Gridlock. The Chris Farley classic, Beverly Hills Ninja. But let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite January movies of the 90s? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is T-Movie signing off.